All right, let's dive in. If you're a data scientist who's ready to level up and really get into MLOps, you are in the perfect place. Today, we're talking about the absolute bedrock of almost any modern machine learning project, GitHub, and how to take your first, most important steps with it.
So, does this sound familiar? You're a wizard in your Jupyter notebooks. You can build incredible models all on your own machine, but now you're joining a team. The projects are getting bigger, more complex, and that solo workflow that served you so well, yeah, it's starting to break down. This is a massive and super common shift in a data science career.
And come on, let's be real, we have all been there. That project folder just overflowing with file names like model_v2_works or model_v3_bugfix, and of course the all-time classic, model_v4_final_final.ipython. It's pure chaos, and honestly, it's risky. The way out of this mess is a concept we're going to keep coming back to, having one single source of truth. To get there, though, we've got to clear up one of the most common mix-ups right from the get-go. What's the real difference between Git and GitHub? They sound almost the same, but they do two very different, very important jobs. You know, the difference is way simpler than you might think. Just think of it like this. Git is the actual software that lives on your computer. It's the tool that tracks every single change you make to your code. It's local, it's for you. GitHub, on the other hand, is the cloud platform where your team's project lives. It's the central hub where you all come together to collaborate, review code, and, this is key, automate things. So the big takeaway, Git is the tool and GitHub is the platform that puts that tool on steroids for team projects. So we know what it is. Now let's talk about the why. Why isn't this platform just some nice to have, but an absolutely critical piece of the puzzle for anyone who's serious about machine learning operations? Well, for starters, GitHub gives you that single central hub for everything, your code, your notebooks, your config files. This automatically gives you rock-solid version control, which is crucial for reproducibility. I mean, if you need to know exactly which version of the code produced a certain model 3 months ago, GitHub has your back. And from there, you get to the really powerful stuff. Automation with GitHub Actions. This is your CI/CD pipeline, automating everything from code tests all the way to model deployment. It's a whole ecosystem that enforces quality and plugs into pretty much every other tool you'll ever need. And look, if you only remember one thing from this section, make it this. This concept of a single source of truth is the absolute heart of MLOps. It means everyone, the data scientists, the ML engineers, the DevOps folks, is looking at the same page, working from the same playbook. It just cuts out all the confusion and makes collaboration actually work. Okay, let's switch gears and get practical. How do we build our toolkit? GitHub is huge. It's got tons of features, but we're going to slice through all that noise and focus on the two services you absolutely have to master first. I mean, you log into GitHub and it can feel a little overwhelming, right? There are packages, security scans, project boards. The list goes on. So as someone just getting their feet wet in MLOps, where do you actually start? Well, it's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. It all starts right here. Number 1, GitHub repositories. This is it. This is the foundation. It is the absolute, non-negotiable first move you have to make. Creating a repository is what establishes that single source of truth and gives your whole project a home. And then, number 2, GitHub Actions. Now, if your repository is the foundation, think of Actions as the engine that brings it all to life. This is where MLOps really starts to happen. It's what lets you automate everything from simple code checks to full-blown model training and deployment pipelines. You master these two things, and you've got yourself a seriously powerful MLOps setup. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's get our hands dirty. How do you actually set up your very first MLOps project on GitHub the right way? I'm going to give you a super simple 4-step playbook that'll get you started like a pro from day 1. Step 1, create your new repository right on GitHub. Make sure you check the boxes for a README, a python.gitignore file, and a license. Step 2, git clone that repository down to your local computer and then add all your project files into that folder. Step 3 is that classic Git workflow. You git add your files, git commit your changes with a message, and git push it all back up to GitHub. And finally, step 4, and listen, this is a total pro move. Protect your main branch. Go into the settings and require pull requests and status checks before anything can be merged. Trust me, this one simple setting will save you from so many headaches and keep your code quality high. So you did it. Your first project is set up and it's set up correctly. Awesome. But what's next? how do you keep going on this journey from just learning about MLOps to actually mastering it? Let's map out a clear path forward.
Honestly, the best way to learn is just by doing. The official GitHub guides are fantastic, so start there. Interactive courses are great for building that muscle memory, but nothing, and I mean nothing, beats practicing on real projects. Start your own, or even better, find an open source MLOps project and contribute. And while you're doing that, really focus your attention on automating workflows with GitHub Actions. That's where the real magic happens. So I'll leave you with this question to really get you thinking. You have the foundation. You know the first steps. The only question left is, what are you going to automate first? A simple code linter? Maybe some unit tests? Think about it, because that first small step you take into automation, that is your giant leap into the world of MLOps. Thanks for joining us.